Bulls versus Glasgow in the round of 16 of the Champions Cup. Both teams have been released and they are both very strong lineups. I am so excited for this game. And to be honest, I think the result of this game could honestly go either way. But before we do get into it, guys, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate all the support, and please feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Let's get right into it. So the last 5 times these guys have played each other, Glasgow's won 3 and the Bulls have won 2, with an average of 26 points for Glasgow and an average of 23 points for the Bulls. That's how close it's been for these two teams, and they've both been two teams on really good form right now in their normal domestic competition, the URC. Can they translate that now into the Champions Cup? It's going to be such a close game, and the Bulls have chosen a very strong team to go away from home. I know a lot of people were thinking maybe the Bulls might play their second team again like they've done before, but no. The Bulls have gone for their full strength team, and so have Glasgow, so this is going to be such an exciting game. So the last 5 games Glasgow have played, they've won 4 and only lost 1, losing to Connacht, but beating Leinster, Munster, Zebra and Saracens. That's a lot of big teams they've beaten there. And I think that Leinster game as well, they didn't even have their strongest team, but they were just absolutely up for it on the day. Looking at the Bulls, they've beaten Cardiff, they've beaten Munster, they lost to the Stormers at home, they beat the Sharks and they've beaten the Lions. So the Bulls have been on a bit of an upward curve right now, looking really good in the URC competition as well. But the teams that they've selected just makes this game so exciting, and I really feel this game could go to the 80th minute. This is what I like about the Champions Cup, is seeing the best teams play, and it's good to see the South African teams really taking it seriously, because as a South African myself, I could tell that the South African teams weren't really that all in on it in the last few years, but now it seems like they've finally got to grips with how much it means to the other teams and just how special this competition is. I mean, in South Africa when I was growing up, I was watching this competition every single time it was showing. I remember watching the Toulon team with Juan Smith, Brian Abana, Matt Gitto, Johnny Wilkinson. I remember watching the Saracens team with Skulk Burgers, Skulk Brits, Owen Farrell, the Vunipola brothers. I was watching all these games. It was such awesome rugby to watch, and it feels like the last few years the tournament's kind of gone away from that, but luckily seeing the best teams play every single week kind of brings back those same feelings, which is really good because it's such a special tournament, and me myself as a South African, I see that all the time. But let's go over the team selected. So the Bulls have gone for a very strong lineup. Number 1, Gerard Steenkamp. Number 2, Johan Grobler. Number 3, Franco Klopper. I think Volkulo is injured at the moment, so that's a big loss for them. Number 4, Ruan Vermaak. Number 5, Ruan Nortje, who I think will be the Springbok captain in the future. He's such a good player. Number 6 and captain Marcel Coetzee. He's been really good for the Bulls this season. Number 7 and number 8, Elrich Low and Cameron Hanekom making his first start back from injury. Seeing Elrich Low and Cameron Hanekom together on the field after they've both had injuries, they're both still quite young players, both with so much potential and really world-class players. It's going to be so exciting to see those two in a loose trio with Marcel Coetzee, and I think they've chosen the right pack to try take on this extremely good Glasgow pack. Looking at number 9, Ambrose Papita. The guy's been on such incredible form recently. If he can keep that form up throughout the playoffs now in the Champions Cup and the URC, I think he's a bit of a no-brainer to get a few Springbok caps this year. I mean, he's so fast, he's so skillful, and he's playing alongside another Springbok fly-half and a double World Cup winning Springbok fly-half in Handré Pollard. I think bringing in Handré Pollard, these are the games that matter. That signing can really only pay off in these playoff games. Yes, in the regular season he's been good, he's been getting better, but now in the playoff time is when you see if the signing of Handré Pollard really worked out for the Bulls, and I'm quite confident it will. Number 11, Kurtley Orense, a world-class player, one of my favourite players in the world. Number 12, Harold Foster. Number 13, Kanan Moody, trusted in the number 13 jersey again. Number 14, the up-and-coming, incredibly quick, incredibly talented 19-year-old Cheswell Uester. I am so excited to see this guy play, and if you're watching this channel for the first time or you've never heard of Cheswell Uester, just keep an eye on the number 14 for the Bulls this week. He's 19 years old, he runs 100 meters and I think it was 10.7 seconds, and he is such a phenomenal athlete and he's just such a good player, so he's definitely one to watch as well for a Springbok call-up this year. Number 15, David Creel, trusted with the number 15 jersey. They've kind of moved him around from centre to fullback in different positions, but I do like what he's been doing in the fullback position. He's kind of a secure player, he's got a good boot, he's a smart player, he is quite physical as well, so that's good. That's kind of a good choice for me to see. Looking at the bench, number 16, Marco van Staden at hooker on the bench. That's kind of worked out over the last few weeks. He's been a lot better with his throws, and he has kind of maybe shown Coach Rassie that, look, I can be the third choice hooker for the team while being a really good dominant loose forward as well if need be. Number 17, the young Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Number 18, Morne Smith. Number 19, Kobus Visser. Number 20, the informed Jean-Ray Rudolph. Number 21, Zach Berger. Number 22, Stemman Gans, who's been really good over the last few weeks, and he's going to look to make a very good impact. And number 23, Willie Leroux, looking to bring on a lot of experience from the bench and just make the same impacts he kind of made against Munster. We can come on late into the field, doesn't have to play the full 80 minutes, but can make his impact through making key decisions and doing really good playmaking. So, I mean, looking at this Bulls team right now, it is their 100% full strength team. They have gone full strength for this game. If they were to play in a URC final tomorrow, I expect this exact same team to play. So they are taking this tournament very seriously, and they are looking to try beat this Glasgow team. I mean, these two teams, they have a bit of a history in this tournament. They've played in Loftus Versfeld. Glasgow beat the Bulls to win the URC. It's a bit of a grudge match, this. I mean, they've had a lot of close games as well. A little bit of a inter-country club rivalry is forming between these two teams, and I love to see it. So that's really good to see. Looking at the Glasgow team, they've gone for Patrick Schickerling, Gregor Hiddleston, number 3, Xander Fagerson, number 4, Max Williamson, number 5, Alex Samuel, number 6, Matt Fagerson, number 7, Rory Dodge, number 8, Jack Dempsey. It's good to see him there. That loose trio looks really good with Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, and Jack Dempsey. That's an extremely good loose trio. Number 9, George Horn, one of my favorite players in the world. He's going to make such an impact. Number 10, Dan Lancaster. Number 11, Ollie Smith. Number 12, Sione Tuipulotu. Number 13, Stafford McDowell, also a very underrated player. Number 14, Kyle Steyn, and captain, one of the best wings in world rugby right now. I think it's him versus Curtly Oranter, so that's going to be a very good matchup. And then Ollie Smith versus Cheswell Uester. Keep an eye out for those two matches. That could be a game-changing matchup. Number 15, Josh McKay, who's a very good player in my opinion as well. I mean, the starting lineup from Glasgow as well, full strength team. They are missing a few guys like a Hugh Jones. Adam Hastings isn't starting for this game as well. There's some other guys not playing as well, but overall, it's their strongest team available, and they're looking really strong with some very good Scottish internationals ready to play. Number 16, Seb Steven. Number 17, Jamie Butty. Number 18, Sam Talakai. Number 19, Jare Oguntebeju. Number 20, Edwin Ferry. Number 21, Angus Fraser. Number 22, Ben Asfar. And number 23, Adam Hastings. So my first impressions of this Glasgow team is that it's deep. It's got a very deep squad depth. I mean, this Glasgow team right now has so much depth. We saw it against Leinster the other week on show when Leinster had, yes, they didn't have all the international players, but they still had Jack Conan, Robbie Henshaw, Rico Ioane, Arges Snyman. They had some really good players in that team. And this Glasgow team, without some of these guys like Xander Fagerson, Max Williamson, Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, Jack Dempsey, George Horn, still managed to beat that Leinster team. So this Glasgow team right now is 100% one of the best club teams in the world right now. And playing in Glasgow is becoming a bit of a fortress, almost like how the France teams are like, they're undeniable at home. They literally cannot lose at home. I feel like Glasgow is kind of going into that territory right now where the atmosphere is so electric at home for them. Every time they play at home, they just look unbeatable, and the home crowd gets behind them. There's basically zero support for the opposition team, and I think Glasgow right now is becoming a bit of a fortress. Like, it's very tough to go to Glasgow and beat this team, which just makes this game so much more exciting, because if the Bulls manage to do it, it'll be a huge statement. But if the Glasgow team that we know is so good manages to beat this Bulls team, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think this is going to be one of those club games that has that kind of international level intensity, which is going to be so good to see. So what are my predictions for this game? Well, I think the Bulls are going to really put up a big fight, and they definitely have a very good chance of winning this game. They definitely do. But I just think this Glasgow team, as I've said, are building a bit of a fortress at home. They're looking so undeniably good at home that I just can't go in another way than Glasgow. I think Glasgow is going to win this game just by the pure quality they play, how comfortable they look at home. I don't think the Bulls are the best touring team either. Yes, they beaten Edinburgh this year away from home, and they really had to grind for that one with a very good team. But this team right now is not Edinburgh. This team is a lot better right now, this Glasgow team. So I think it's going to be a very tough game for the Bulls. They've won a few good games away from home this year, but this game is just a bit of another level. I do think it's going to go down to the wire. It could go down to the 68th, 70th, 80th minute. It could go all the way down to the 80th minute, and I do think the Bulls have a chance. But I think right now, the smart choice, I do think Glasgow might just win this game. They were in a bit of a tough spot last week against Benetton early on. They managed to really fight their way out of that. They beat Leinster with not even their best team. They're looking like the best team in the URC right now. They're number 1 on the log, and I think deservedly so. So I think Glasgow's going to win this game. But let me know your predictions down below in the comments. I think it's going to be an absolutely awesome game. My players to watch for this game, the players that I think are going to probably be the ones that could make a big difference in this game, the loose trio from Glasgow. I mean, Matt Fagerson, Rory Dodge, large, and Jack Dempsey going up against Marcel Coetzee, Ulrich Lowe, and Cameron Hanekom. That matchup itself is going to be a really big decider for who can win this game, who can get more dominance on the ground, who can affect the other team's ruck a bit more, who can just disturb the other team in all areas of the game. I think that's what's going to be what can really win either team this game. In the backline, I think George Horn's going to have to have a really big performance, because I do think the Bulls backline right now does look stronger than this Glasgow backline, and I think the forwards is quite even. I just think Glasgow playing at home, comfortable in their own kind of facilities, will really help them just feel comfortable and start off a bit stronger. So if Glasgow gets off strong, I don't think the Bulls will catch up, but I think if not, if they both start quite even, it's going to go till the very end, and it's going to be so exciting. So I say Glasgow to win, probably by like 3 or 5 points, less than a full try. I think it's going to be a very good game. Let me know your predictions down below in the comments, and if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Match reaction coming out right after the game tomorrow. Champions Cup playoff rugby is back. I'm so excited, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.